back with more Angel. This is episode 5 of season 2, and I'm very excited to carry on with this season, see what's going to happen next. Been a while since I've watched Angel, obviously because I've been a bit sick. And yeah, last episode was an interesting one. We had like this psychic power thing going on with that woman who'd been like abused by her father, and that caused a lot of trouble. So that was a very interesting one, and I'm excited to carry on now and get a bit deeper into what the season has to offer. I'm very intrigued as to where they're going to go with this, because obviously we have the whole thing with Darla still happening, all that weirdness. And yeah, I'm intrigued and excited to carry on. So without further ado, let's get into the next one.
What if every time you identified a demon in one of your big old books, we gave you $10? Or chicken pot pie?
Wait, I have another idea. No, get a vision.
Well, it's not like you can hit me in the head and wham, it happens.
What if we test that theory with one of my big old
This is so weird.
You are so weird lately.
That's what I said.
It felt sacred. It's underground, like in a...
Overground, wobbling free. Damn, that's one hell of a staircase. I mean, do you need that many pillars? I don't know. That's excessive.
At least they're killing each other and not...
Oh boy. You can be all big and weird, but defenseless on your own. Oh, good.
The one in the middle is something delicate and unique. Would you find me insane?
Better than that. She has the sight.
Visions. She sees the future. She is...
Holy shit. Long time no fucking see.
She gets abducted by aliens on a regular basis.
aliens.
From outer space.
It's more common than people realize. One minute she's there, and the next, she always comes back in a day or so.
What is it you'd like us to do, Mr. Jenkins?
I trust Claire. But I found this receipt from the Franklin Hotel.
Oh dear.
Before last.
That's what I figured.
He's our target audience. But if you want to be rude, I guess it's your shop. Angel?
The fuck are you doing?
Personal bubble.
I need to speak with you, Mountain Man. Cordelia, you may not want to be here for this. Was it something I did?
He was feeling...
What? Vampires don't come back from the dead.
I did, and I saw her. I'm not crazy.
Where?
Right between the clowns and the big talking hot dog. Walking on the promenade. We don't want him dead. We want him dark. And there's no better way to nastier.
They want Angelus, do they?
It's very smooth.
I'll be the plastic.
You don't feel anything.
Not in my hand. How is it?
Oh.
You're fun for a human.
I have a particular interest in this guy. A lot of people do.
That's the show. Oh shit. Oh dear.
You sure about this? Right in the middle of the day?
Marty, the aliens abducted me when the moon hits. The moon hit real hard this morning, right about the time Harold left for work.
Okay.
Wow. Killer.
What was that? We had a paying client.
Not everything's worth getting paid for.
Easy to say when you don't need solid food to survive.
Oh.
That's right.
I don't know what you're talking about, now just leave me
I
alone.
don't know what kind of game you're trying to play.
Is she faking it?
Angel, the woman walked into direct sunlight. Obviously, she's not a vampire. Obviously, Angel made a mistake.
Was she brought back as a vampire though?
Just made out to put it. So we're not going to condemn you.
Right. You're crazy. You need depression.
You don't just sniff a person. You had sex last night with a bleached blonde.
Good lord, how'd you...
It's unbelievable. I didn't think you ever had sex.
Okay, do whatever it takes. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody wank to fun tonight. Everybody wank chung tonight.
No!
Tell me where Darla is.
I know you're not going to start anything in here. You're a good boy. Have a drink before you go. It's on me.
What are you looking at?
He hung up.
I'm hung up on you.
Stood up to him.
The next time I talk to him, I won't weenie out like you, Wesley.
Doesn't really. You mean if Angel really does go off his rocker like he's done before? Think that'll do it?
Oh.
I better call God.
I mean, it's good of them to be cautious, I suppose.
I'm just gonna mind eating. I gotta watch the figure.
You can eat him if you want, Darla.
Is he, watching us right now?
That's not how actors are, really.
It's not. You don't shut up. I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
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 It's not like he turns evil every time he gets his credit.
He turns evil.
Surprise.
If he gets up to his old tricks, how bad can it get?
Well, this bad, I'm guessing.
No. No.
I've missed that voice. Spike.
Killing is so merciful in the end, isn't it? The pain is ended.
Oh.
But to make her
I don't know why I'm all like, ooh, what's gonna happen? I know what fucking happens. Even Darla's like, what the fuck? Ah, it's like an invitation.
Just have him serious.
Evil bitch! Kinda love it though.
understand. This is gonna sound crazy, but there's something wrong with his face. And he was
Oh,
It is not crazy.
playing him like a fiddle. Kate, please. What the fuck?
99% of the time he's good. And he's done a lot for us.
There's nothing I respect more than loyalty.
It's good to hear.
But if the bad angel walks through that door, I will kill him in 2 seconds flat.
Oh.
Where is he? You guys want to help yourselves out here? Or go
Oh
down
my
to the boss?
god. Kate, come on. Yeah, bitch.
So be it.
Everyone folding their
You
arms.
player?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, looky here. Disturbing the peace. Resisting arrest. She begged him to stay out, and he knocked down the door and killed her husband. I've read about him too. I know
Aha.
who he is, and I
They're gonna know.
he hasn't changed.
No.
Because he can't, he has to get invited in.
Gone. Not helping.
So how you get in the house? She invited him in?
Of course she didn't.
That woman who said she was Dieter Kramer. Look familiar.
Yes! I mean, no!
You have a soul now. Pretty soon, those memories are gonna start eating away at you.
Oh, yeah.
How hard you try, you blew the top off my head. But you never made me happy.
Buffy wasn't happiness. She was just new.
Ouch.
Before you got neutered, you weren't just any vampire. You were a legend. Nobody could keep up with you.
He's a legend now. That was a very dramatic stare.
The innocent are the ones that get caught in the crossfire. Those are the ones that I care about. Like that man tonight, or like the real owners of that house if what you say is true. And those are the ones that I chalk up to your boss.
You can't blame Angel. He's trying to do what's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can kind of see that, but
You're gonna miss those dreams, honey. You should have heard the things
I think he will.
No. You stop.
Oh.
See? No matter how good a boy you are, God doesn't want you. But I still do.
Oh.
No goodbye kiss?
No. Freak.
I didn't go bad, Cordelia.
Oh, I was never worried about that, boss. Of course, Mr. Fussy Pants always assumes the worst.
I didn't.
Uh.
I never. There's going to be trouble.
There's gonna be a lot of trouble. And I say bring it on.
Oh. Okay. I love that episode. Fantastic. Definitely up there with episode 2. It's one of my favourites so far. So well done, and I love that we finally kind of got the proper confrontation between Angel and Darla, and him like really finding out that she's back and alive in present day. I'm glad that we finally kind of got that revealed, and them exploring the aftermath of that kind of truth coming out, and also setting the stage for obviously a lot more confrontations in the future, I imagine, which I'm very excited about. I think that's definitely going to be like a season-long conflict with Darla that I'm very intrigued by and very excited to see what they're going to do with it, because I really enjoyed Darla in this episode. Very effective as a villain, and she just made it look so easy to kind of destroy Angel's life almost and make so many people doubt him and frame him for stuff he didn't really do. Very clever, and she's clearly a very manipulative character, even when she's just a human now. And I didn't even consider the fact that now she's human, she has a soul, and that means she might start feeling all these regrets and stuff of what she used to do when she was a vampire, which would be a very interesting thing. And I kind of hope they explore that, because it'd be kind of cool to see Angel have to watch someone else go through what he went through and help them through it in that sense. And he could kind of act as like, I don't know, he could help her through it maybe, and it could be a cool way of having like a redemption story for Darla if that's what they want to do. Because I don't know if they'd kill her again now that they've brought her back from the dead. You know, why would you just kill her again? So that's where I kind of imagine the story would go, if anything. But I could be completely wrong with that. But for now, I'm really enjoying her being like villainous and working with Wolfram and High and everything. I thought that was very well done. I loved how she just so easy and like manipulated all these people and put on this show of like being this, you know, innocent wife who wasn't even, you know, remotely associated with Darla, and how that all got unravelled, and eventually, you know, she just couldn't resist when things got quite intense, and, you know, allowed herself to just be true to herself. So that was all done very well. I really liked everything they did with Darla. Because I've always kind of found her somewhat interesting. She's never been like one of my absolute favourite characters, like, oh, I need to see more of Darla. I won't lie about that, but this episode I thought was probably the best I've ever seen Darla. Just seeing her be so manipulative, and, you know, she just is clearly living up every single moment, and she just finds this whole kind of situation like delicious, I guess. She's, you know, soaking in the glory of it all, and making the most of every kind of time she can get one over on Angel, sometimes quite literally. So I really like that, and how they're kind of exploring what their relationship used to be like in comparison to what it is now, like the flashbacks and stuff that I thought were really cool. If anything, I kind of wanted to see more of the flashbacks in this one, because it was really cool to see Drusilla again. We haven't seen her in the longest time. I don't think we've seen her since season 2 of Buffy. I don't think we ever, you know, had her back since then. So to see her pop up in this is really cool. I loved that. Because I really liked Drusilla in season 2 of Buffy. I think the actress does a great job. And I kind of wish we saw more of her, to be honest. Maybe they'll use her in future flashbacks. And we'll actually like really see like the early stages of her when she became a vampire or something. I don't know. But I hope they use more of her now they brought her back, because I kind of wanted a bit more from her in this one. But it was still really cool to see her again, and I liked getting the flashbacks to, you know, Angelus and Darla. how things used to be, and the fact that Angelus's plans for Drusilla almost seemed to, make Darla go like, "You're right, buddy." She even seemed to have her doubts there, which is kind of a nice parallel to, Angel's allies in present day who were doubting him as well because of Darla's manipulations. We had Wesley, Cordelia, and Gunn all kind of be like, is he going bad again, and making preparations for that. I think that was a big theme in this episode, was the idea of like fractured teams or fractures within teams. I think there's always that with Wolfram and Hart anyway, because a lot of the lawyers are kind of always going against each other and, want to one-up each other, like Lindsay and Lila, for example. But we also had it with Kate and her like squad of people, because she seems to have been like demoted or moved somewhere else. And that guy who kind of came back, she was saying, I thought we were friends and stuff like that. So there's kind of fractures there, and obviously fractures with her relationship with Angel and the others as well. And then we had the same with like Angel's investigations. There were fractures there because Gunn and everyone were kind of doubting and wondering if Angel had gone bad, and saying that if that was the case, Gunn would be like, well, I'm just going to kill him. So there was like fractured kind of teams throughout this episode that I thought was an interesting thing. Seeing Kate again, I don't remember seeing her this season. Maybe I'm wrong in that. Maybe we saw her briefly before, but I feel like this is definitely the meatiest role she's got in an episode this season. If we've already seen her before, but I don't think we have. But it was really nice seeing her again. I did go off the character a bit near the end of season 1 because I just not a fan of how they kind of changed her story to make her kind of against Angel. I would have preferred them to just stick as an ally, but never mind. Could be interesting to see them maybe make amends. That's kind of what I hope. Because it's kind of just frustrating them being like, come on. Even when they kind of like proved that Angel was innocent in killing that guy, the actor. Which I really liked actually, how they kind of revealed all of that and worked it out because he needed to be invited in. And that was very clever. Oh god, I keep needing to cough. How they revealed that I thought was very well done, but even after that, Kate was still like, he hurts the innocent, and I can kind of understand that, because it's like, that actor guy obviously got caught in the crossfire and stuff like that, and I can see why she would blame that on Angel, because obviously everything with her dad, but also, it's not entirely his fault, and you can't just hold every single little thing against him, but that's something I think she needs to work through, and I hope she does. Because I want to like that character again, because I really enjoyed her for most of the first season. So I'm hoping she'll become an ally again eventually. But still, it's interesting to have that kind of antagonist, I guess, who used to be a friend. But we do also now have that with Darla, so do we need that with Kate as well? I don't think so, so I feel like they could make amends with that. We'll have to wait and see whether or not they do, but it was nice seeing her again anyway. Along with the host singer guy. He keeps popping up, so it's cool seeing him. Seeing him at the cost of Angel singing, I'm not sure it's worth it. My goodness, that was horrific. But nevertheless, it was nice that Angel's still so willing to kind of embarrass himself and put himself in those situations to get the information he needs. I did like how they kind of portrayed his almost downward spiral in this episode, and him being kind of used as a pawn in Darla's game of chess, and everything kind of going wrong, everyone kind of doubting him. But hopefully now he's kind of come face to face with Darla, and he knows like the reason behind his dreams and stuff like that. Hopefully that's not going to bother him so much now, and he's not going to be sleeping for 3 days in a row. So hopefully he'll be like a healthier state of mind and body going forward, as he seemed quite committed to the cause at the end of the episode. He was like, bring it on. So I really like how this episode kind of set the stage for like a big battle with Wolfram and Hart and Darla in the future. So I think that was kind of very well done. I feel like both sides kind of laid out all their cards on the table. Now it's like, okay, let's go to war, and I'm very, very excited for that. It was cool seeing Lindsay as well, and seeing him in his fake hand. There even seemed to be a bit of chemistry with him and Darla. So that could be something cool to explore if they went down that route. Because Angel's going to keep pushing Darla away, I imagine. And Lindsay seems very keen to get revenge over Angel, and maybe Darla could be a way of doing that. Maybe he has more than one use for her, because he seems to be hinting at something there, I think. Even Darla was like, you're pretty fun for a human. So I feel like they're at least going to get closer, so that'd be cool. And I do find Lindsay quite an interesting character, so if they use him a bit more, that'd be great, because obviously the last episode used Lila a lot, so it's always nice to go back and focus on Lindsay. So everything that was cool. I liked Gunn coming back into it as well, and everyone talking about how they've run out of money already from that billionaire guy. Oh, never mind. And yeah, I really liked how Gunn was saying, you know, there's nothing I respect more than loyalty, or something like that. He really enjoys loyalty. I really liked hearing that from him. I talked before about how I love like how loyal Cordelia and Wesley are to Angel, and they even were in this episode when they kind of stood up to Kate. And I like that Gunn seems to have that respect and loyalty for Angel as well. That's why I think he's such a good fit in this team. So I'm hoping he just like moves in with them or something full time. But still, it was nice to see him and the role he played. I very much enjoyed his sass against Kate. That was very, very good. So yeah, still enjoying him a lot. And I love that they just introduced this idea of, you know, obviously Darla has a soul now, she's human. So is that going to come back to haunt her? I think that would be such an interesting story, so I'm kind of excited about that possibility if they go down that route as well. But yeah, overall, a really, really great episode. I absolutely loved it from start to finish. I think it was so well done, very well written and paced and everything. I love that we finally got like that big confrontation between Angel and Darla, and I loved how Darla kind of manipulated situations and, you know, had this act going on to kind of frame Angel and stuff. I liked Kate being brought back into it. I liked the flashbacks. I just wish we kind of got maybe a bit more of them, to see a bit more of Drusilla. But having Drusilla pop up again was really nice as well. But yeah, fantastic episode. Absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to see where they're going to go next with this. And we're going to find out, because my next reaction will be obviously episode 6 of Angel. So yeah, stunning episode. Really, really loved it. Definitely one of my favourites of the season so far, if not of the show. I think it was so well done. And until my next reaction, thanks for watching.